Procrastinate with Books. In today's session, I thought since it's the start of February, why not create something interesting for us book lovers? And since it's the Valentine's week coming up, I thought around the similar lines, let's do a little bookish challenge for it. So, we are going to create a bookish prompt video. Now, in this particular video, I will be taking you through a whole editing journey that I usually do for the prompt creation process, and then after that we'll be heading outdoors for a bookish day out in the world. For our February reading prompts, I have decided to go with a Valentine's theme line for now. So the prompts will be broken down into the 7 days of Valentine's week, and for each day there will be separate prompts that we'll be having. Let's say if it's Rose Day, I think the best prompt would be to read a book with rose on its cover. I think it would be pretty easy to find as well in multiple genres. The next would be Propose Day, wherein I primarily want to focus around the reunion of two lovers. For Chocolate Day, I really want something dark and contemporary in terms of tales. For Teddy Day, it definitely has to be something really light and comfy, and nothing like it translates better than a paperback book. For Promise Day, books that actually talk about forever and ever, just like fairy tales, or something that talks about eternity, like vampires, would be really good. And Hug Day for sure needs to feel like a warm hug from a hot mug of cocoa in the winter days. So that's nothing to be explained about. Kiss Day definitely needs to be as thrilling as your first kiss, or probably as a lover's kiss. And Valentine's Day, of course, can be anything magical and dreamy that actually gives you those vibes. It doesn't necessarily need to be a book with magic in it. It can just be a normal contemporary book too that actually gives you those vibes. And now that all the prompts are done from the Valentine's week perspective, I'll simply give some last minute touches to it. I'm not really liking the color of the background, so I might change it towards the end once I've added all the elements. And now that you have seen the final look, time to pack up my belongings and head out for the day. And now that we are home, I thought let's get some cold coffee because it's quite hot out here, but I wasn't really in the mood of making one, so I got this pre-packed one from Meiji, which is basically a coffee flavored cold milk sort of a thing. It's quite creamy as well, so I thought I'll get this and quench my thirst. And with that, let's get back to our reading as well. Hello everyone. So update so far on this particular book. The plot is pretty interesting, and so the bonds of friendship that are discussed in the book. And since it's Valentine's week coming up, I think it would be a great book to pick. And I'll try to fit this in into one of my prompts as well. Talking about the plot of the story here, it's about five different cast members who are actually shooting for Mr. Magic, and then because of a tragic accident on the show set, the show was unfortunately shut down and everybody else moved ahead with their lives, but these five people haven't been able to move ahead because they lost someone crucial in their life on the set, and now they just don't know what to do. Now years later, these people are gathered back together on a very lonely deserted film shooting place, and there they are together and just reliving the whole moments of their life and how nothing of that last show has survived. There is no footage, no tapes, nothing, and it's all there just in their head. And while they are reliving the whole moments, they are simply questioning internally that is this all just a coincidence of fate, or is someone trying to lure them back into some sort of a trap? Thank you so much for coming along with me for the whole day and spending some time on bookish new places and trying to gauge in the cozy little vibes that the place has to offer, especially with the books, the puzzles, and the seating arrangement and the overall ambience of that place is just so alluring from a book lover's perspective. I just couldn't stop myself from sharing it with you guys. And also, thank you for accompanying me on the bookish prompts. Let me know down in the comments if you're actually planning to implement any of these February prompts down for at least the Valentine's week special. This time, instead of going with a grid related section, I think I'm glad we went with just 7 days prompt straight, because 9 prompts for some people is a little too much, and especially people who are not very avid readers and just read once or twice. I think you can just give the go in the Valentine's week and see how it does for you. And I think that would be all for now. I'll catch up with you in my next video. Until then, keep your coffee strong and your TBRs long. Goodbye.